So it's Sunday, January 4th, 2026. Beautiful morning. Got up, showered, decided that I was going to take a stroll. Upon doing that stroll, I came upon an old friend. Someone who has worked for 34 years at a noble institution here in Jamaica. I'm not gonna call the name of the institution, but this gentleman is gonna be 61 this year. 61 years old, big man, age of retirement. Yeah, and he's still pushing a wheelbarrow. He's still being the gardener. And when I look at the massive campus, university campus that he covers, I said to myself, my God, I say, man, how much are you paid? Because I want to know the salary. He said that they pay them fortnightly. That's every 2 weeks. And I want you to stick with me in Jamaica. Jamaica, I want you to stick with me. This man says, after taxes, loans, all the deductions are done, insurance, whatever them are offering from his little salary, he takes home sometimes $6,000 a fortnight. Sometimes, in some cases, when him not have a loan to pay, he go home with 15,000. For those of you who don't know the ratio, 15,000 is less than 100 US dollars. 15,000 is less than 100 US dollars. That's what the 61-year-old man takes home after insurance, taxes and stuff. I don't know how to feel about this apart from disgusted, hurt, livid by the conditions under which the seniors in our country, the young people in our country, the middle class in our country are actually living under. And what infuriates me more is that this is not happening right across the board. It's just the majority, the poorer set of people. Because then you have these people just making $100 a week or 200 US dollars fortnightly, and for him after taxes and loans, because you have to borrow loans. That's how the system is set. You have to borrow loans to cover for miscellaneous things that are important. By miscellaneous, anything can happen. You understand me? I say maybe a wall at your house tear down and you have to fix up your back in order to provide the security. Stuff will happen and you have to fix it, and you don't have the money because your wages or your salary doesn't cover for it. So you have those people, a bunch of loan sharks and other people who will take your little money, yeah, from you. They offer you 20 or 30,000 Jamaican dollars, and then when the payback, you end up paying them probably $90,000 for the $30,000 loan that they just loan you, because most of them work with the algorithm where sometimes it's either 2 or 2.5 times what you borrowed that you're actually paying back. That's how the system said. Spoke to the gentleman this morning. While talking to him, I had a friend of mine who protects workers and stuff from Canada. She was on the phone, so she overheard the conversation as I questioned him, and as I sat there and started to drown in sorrow. I started to drown in sorrow because I'm watching this man who, at any minute, his loins, his energy will not be enough to continue. And you know something? There's no savings. There is no flipping savings. Him not no savings. Anything can happen to him right now. There's no savings because you cannot save from a $15,000 take-home pay or a $6,000 take-home pay in a Jamaica. It's impossible. I mean, for crying out flipping loud, we had it on the news where 1 pound of hot pepper was being sold in the Christmas period for 6,000 Jamaican dollars. So pretty much, let's just say that's what he got after them take out stuff and pay back loan. He went up with $6,000. I think the only flipping thing he could have purchased was a pound of pepper. That's how serious it is, realistically. Some people might think that you're exaggerating. There are people who are going to comment in this section to tell us, yes, true, pepper was being sold for 6,000 Jamaican dollars in Christmas. I'm just saying. And he's supposed to find food. He's supposed to find bus fare to get to that work and be there early and push wheelbarrow and dig stuff and collect the garbage. And you know the stuff that a groundsman, a gardener, or so, you know what they do. The kind of energy that it requires. Now imagine, this is not a home. It's a university. A flipping university. I just got a call again from a young lady whose brother was arrested by the Alpha Tree police, who believes that he's wanted for a murder, and also another person who got shot in the incident from the community that he grew up in. But guess what? The shooting occurred the Friday night while he, his sister, and some other relatives went to Portland and was in Portland from the Wednesday, and they did not leave Portland until the Saturday. But the young man's father have had run-ins with the law. So the young man's father, they behind bars. So ever since the young man's father, who lived his life, his way, the police force believe that we need to lock up a whole family. We just don't like them. So you came to the young man and you arrested him days after the shooting, Now think about it. You do the shooting in your community and say a man died and another one got shot, and you would take up yourself and go back just like four days after the shooting. You go back, not 4 days after the shooting, a day after the shooting, because the shooting happened the Friday, and they left Portland and went back to Kingston up by Papine the Saturday. Listen to me in Jamaica. And the Jamaican police, when the sister was talking to me on the phone, she said, Marvin, my brother used to be an assistant on the truck that used to work for PriceSmart. And it so happened that the truck, they had an accident, truck turned over on him back. He have a problem with him back where him can't work. Now, this man with a problem with him back, you got to tell me, say, this man get up and shoot people and take himself for just a few hours and then come back in the area, come pretend like he ain't shoot nobody. And it's not like both parties died. One of the parties is still alive. And the party who is alive is someone who used to sleep in the same bed with them. They say one of them is from the same community, Upper Papine. And you to come at their yard and lie down in them bed. That's the one that is alive. The one that's alive. So you shoot him and kill the next one. And you come back and then I hear I sit down. So I look on the one that get shot and the others them. So I know so you do it. You must be a madman. I am going to say this. And you know what the police them say? The boss from Alpha Tree send them fame. The boss. They went into the house, they searched it, they didn't find anything. They came back a second time, a second group of police came back and decided to find some silver thing with them take out now one plastic cup me ear and said them find something. I'm going to say this to every single one of you police officers in Jamaica that are harassing the citizens and are locking up people illegally. I am going to do everything in my power to pay the legal fees for that young man, because based on the evidence provided and what Onosona have, I'm going to make sure that with his innocence, him sue every flipping thing, down to the very drawers I found the back.